Are we mad, Doug?
Absolutely mad, Frank. I had ice on the car this morning.
Yep. Yeah. And it's pretty cool. It was 1 degree in Kersbrook. It's about 5 now.
Even the kangaroos haven't come out to play this morning.
No. So South Para Reservoir, folks, and we better get some fish. A 40-minute walk and we've got to our spot. The water's up quite a bit on what it was the last time we were here, but we did catch here, so we're hopeful that we will again. Aren't we, Doug?
We are, Frank.
Anything's got to be better than the last few trips.
Yeah. Happy birthday to you.
Oh, shucks, Doug.
Happy birthday to you.
Yeah, we're not quite there, but
well,
yeah.
Have you had any cards yet?
Yeah, I might have had one card.
Have you been out for birthday lunch yet?
We did go out for a birthday lunch, and I did get a card.
Birthday.
Yes, in a couple of days.
Yeah, it must be your birthday.
So what I'd like for my birthday is a fish.
Bloody fish.
So we're fishing worms, light sinker, and there's no shortage of water now. And I'm going to fish over there on that little point. Let's go.
It's the souls of departed fishermen come out to play, Frank.
That's a good view of Doug, I reckon.
Hey?
Doug's fishing over there, and I've decided to come on this little point because I know that there's a sandy bay out there and not too much in the way of snags, but I also know there's a lot of snags out there, and that's now covered by water, so I'll try and give that a miss. Right, let's get some bait on. So a 1/2 ounce sinker, paternoster rig, size 2 hook, and some nice juicy worms. And that's not a bad area to go to. Now this area out to my right, out here, sort of into the sun a bit, is the rock sort of end, and then it's a clay bank, so you never know. Second rod going, the first one's out there, so the second one's going out fair distance to the right of that. Okay, please no donut today. As I said in the intro, it was 1 degree coming through Kersbrook on the way up here this morning, and 5 degrees when we got to the car park, but only because it's a more exposed area. It's very nice to get a bit of warmth. An hour in, no bites as yet. Lost a bottom out there, lost a rig, had to retie. I've cast in a different spot obviously. Did see a fish come up on the surface over there, which we both agree was probably a carp, but tell you what, this now the temperature's got up a little bit, this is just delightful. What you got there, Doug?
It's a snag, Frank.
A snag?
But there's a snag on the end of it.
Yeah, I caught one of them before.
Yeah.
All gone? Yes, that's about the size of it. Beautiful day, but some element missing. I can't quite put my finger on it.
Yeah.
What a glorious day.
looking at the scenery, Frank.
Yes, looking at the scenery, counting the birds.
Yeah.
Not a ripple on the water. And not a fish to be caught. Dead as a doornail. Morning, Doug.
Morning, Frank. How are you?
Good.
Got my glasses on today.
You're looking very scholarly.
I can't see what I'm doing.
What?
I can't see what I'm doing.
Hey?
And I'm deaf. Yeah. Whatever.
Yes. So change of scenery today.
Yeah.
We are at Happy Valley, and judging by the footprints down here, there's been a fair bit of traffic over the school holidays, which now, thank God, are over. So that's why we've waited to come down till today. So the way things have been going the last few trips, Doug, we really need some fish.
We do, because we actually, don't tell anyone, we went out last week, walked 6 k's, never, well, we got one bite between us, we never caught fish.
No, that's right, and my donut is not looking like 1 or 2 or 3, it's more like a whole box.
Well,
my
if
donut
we don't
count.
catch today, you're on 5, I'm on 2.
Yeah.
Something like that.
It is, indeed. It has been pretty slim pickings. So water looks to be about the same as it usually is. There's a lot of rubbish floating around out there, unfortunately. As we said, or as I said, there's been a fair bit of traffic, I would say, over the school holidays. Water's clear, which is good. So our normal setup, which is hair rigs with cheese, and let's get into it, see if we can get something.
What about your birthday, Frank?
What about it, Doug?
Well, when is your birthday? Can you tell us?
Today is Tuesday and my birthday's on Friday.
And how old are you going to be?
Yeah, quite old. But not as old as some.
Do you want me to tell them?
Oh, I suppose if you must.
73.
2. Don't be adding extras on, please.
No, I only said it wrong so you'd make it right.
Yeah, yeah. Cunning plan, I don't think you knew. Let's fish. Just a not so subtle reminder that you do need a fishing permit to fish in all South Australian reservoirs, and we certainly have had the experience of bumping into people that don't have them, haven't we, Doug?
Yeah, they're only about 30 bucks, aren't they?
For the year, yeah.
Yeah.
So it's hardly expensive,
God.
and all the money goes towards stocking, and that's how come you can have fishing of the quality that we have in our
I
reservoirs.
thought you
now.
said all the money from that goes towards our donut.
Don't talk about donuts. Right, so here's the bait, and using a hair rig like so, and a small running sinker. So that's it, that's as simple as it gets. Let's get them out. So the secret, as I've said before, is to try and cast them without being too firm, because otherwise the bait will fly off, and that is good. And the second one, baits are in, bite alarms are on, now we wait. And again, as I have said before about fishing here, it is amazing that you can get double figure fish in water this shallow, and apparently consistently. So let's hope there's 1 or 2 around today. We get 1 each, we'll be happy. Doug just mentioned that we've talked about using hair rigs, and we've shown people what a hair rig looks like with a bait on it, but we've never shown anybody how to do it. So here we have
tip of the week. Okay, so what I've got here, we're using mozzarella cheese, which is very soft, so I need something to stop it just flying off the hair. So I've got a little like crochet hook that goes through the sequin. That's one of Frank's off his latest skirt. So I'm going to use a piece of mozzarella that goes on first like that. And then I'm actually going to pop on half a piece as well. So that comes out there. That little hook comes out the end. That goes on the end of the little loop at the base of the hair rig, and the whole thing pushes down until that little hook is exposed. Okay, so we need to keep that all on. So I'm just using a piece of reed there. So they make little plastic bits, so that goes on like that on that little loop. You pull the whole thing back, and there you go. So that's what it is.
So the sequin actually provides a nice broad support.
Yeah,
to prevent the line pulling through.
Yeah.
So there you go. That's how you do it, folks. You use a little crochet hook tool, you put it through the bait, whatever it is, whether it's corn or in this case cheese, pull it through and then put a little stopper on to stop it coming off, and the hook stands proud, as you can see there.
And the fish just go whoop,
get the whole lot.
Hopefully. And you're getting a bit short of sequins on that red dress of yours, aren't you? Hey?
Sequins that you took off your special disco pants.
Yeah, my blue disco pants.
Nice try to reverse that there, but yeah.
Right.
Okay, so, now we're going to cast it.
Yeah, we are going to cast it.
Don't fall in. So there we go, how to put the cheese on the hair rig, and we've both wound in and checked our baits, but at this point after an hour we've had nothing.
Yeah, we've been fishing about an hour, haven't we, Frank?
We have.
Yeah.
So
it's got colder too.
It has. The breeze has got up a little bit, and it's coming from the left, from the north and northeast. And it's quite chilly.
It is.
Doug's bite alarm certainly let everybody know there was a fish there. What's he got? That's our first bite, and we've been here for an hour and a half.
No, I don't think it is a carp.
Okay, maybe it swam towards you. Sorry about the wind ripple. It's not great conditions for filming, but the end result will be worth it.
I'll have to have that net, Frank.
I've got it here, Doug, all ready to go. Yeah, it's a cod.
Size of that! Look at the size of that! Gee.
Nice.
Oh no, 12 1/4.
Good job. We've been here 3 hours and a bit, and apart from Doug's fish, nothing.
I'm sitting next to you, Frank, to bring you some luck.
Ah, okay.
Do you think that'd work?
I'm just looking at my rod tips, Doug. It hasn't worked.
Don't worry about your rod tips.
Hasn't worked to this point.
It's the calmer.
The calmer. It is calmer. The wind's far less strong than it was before. Yeah.
Well, we're not finished yet.
No. But it's not looking that promising.
No.
We're going to give things about another 30 minutes. We've had nothing more, and to be perfectly honest, it's not really looking like anything else. So yeah, 30 minutes. We'll see how we go. It's 12:30, so that means we've been here nearly 4 hours for just the single bite and fish. So it hasn't really been exhilarating, has it, Doug?
No. I've been lucky again, and you haven't.
No. Well, we were just talking about it before. We've had 4 rods out for 4 hours each, which is 16 rod hours for 1 bite and 1 fish.
Yeah.
So not great. But anyway, it's been pleasant enough, and people have now learnt how to put cheese on a hair rig, Doug.
They have. And we've sorted out what we're going to do next time.
We have. We've worked out where we're going to go.
Secret.
Yes, and if we don't catch something next time, there's going to be a big sale round at my place, and it'll be a lot of fishing gear involved, because this is 5 consecutive freaking donuts.
We're going fishing at an aquarium shop, aren't we?
Yeah. Either that or your pond.
Yeah. Oh yeah, some good runs in there.
Oh well, that's the way it goes. Hope you've enjoyed the video, folks. Hope you learnt something today. Only 1 fish, but a nice fish. And we'll see you in the next one.
Bye, Doug.